This is Donna. This short video will attempt to show you how to tell time with a traditional clock. I'm going to relate time to something all of us understand pretty well, money. With money, 100 is considered a whole. For example, 100 pennies equals a whole dollar or $1. With time, 60 is considered a whole. For example, 60 seconds equals a whole minute or 1 minute. 60 minutes equals a whole hour or 1 hour. Let's take a look at the traditional clock. The 12 at the top is the starting point, like home base or 0. Many clocks do not have a second hand, but if your clock has one, it moves very fast and it moves one tiny tick every second. The second hand moves around the clock once per minute. Remember from the previous slide that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. The minute hand moves one tick mark per minute and it moves once around the clock each hour. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. The hour hand is the slowest and the shortest. It moves one number per hour. The hour hand takes 12 hours to go around the clock once, so it must go around the clock twice each day. For our examples coming up, keep in mind that 5 pennies equals 1 nickel. The shortest hand, the hour hand, tells us what hour it is. Now that's pretty easy. Before we go on, note that whenever the minute hand is straight up at 12, there are no minutes into the next hour. So time is just the hour hand. For example, this clock shows that it's just 9 o'clock, not 9:01, but just 9 o'clock. Now let's get to how we tell time. Whatever the shortest hand, the hour hand, is on is the current hour. Now to quickly read minutes, replace each hour mark or number with nickels, and then think of the extra tick marks in between the hour marks as pennies, and then just add up your change. Let's review a few practice clocks. On this clock, the shortest hand, the hour hand, is on 3, so we know it's 3 something. The minute hand is 4 tick marks past the third nickel. So we have 3 nickels and 4 pennies. 3 times 5 would be 15, plus 4 is 19. So the hour is 3 and the minutes is 19. The time is 3:19. On this clock, the shortest hand, the hour hand, is on 11, so it's 11 something. The minute hand is 1 tick mark past the 6th nickel. So add 6 nickels and 1 penny and you have the minutes. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 1 is 31. So the hour is 11 and the minutes is 31. It's 11:31. On this clock, the shortest hand, the hour hand, is on 9, so it's 9 something. The minute hand is 2 tick marks past the 11th nickel. So add 11 nickels and 2 pennies and you'll have the minutes. 11 times 5 is 55, plus 2 is 57. So the hour is 9 and the minutes is 57. The time is 9:57. This is our last practice clock. On this clock, the shortest hand, the hour hand, is on 7, so it's 7 something. The minute hand is 1 tick mark past the 12th nickel. Remember that 12 is the starting point, like home base or 0. In this case, we just have the 1 tick mark, which is 1 minute. So the hour is 7 and the minutes is just 1. This will be written as 7:01. Although the 0 is the placeholder, people will say 7:01. You might also hear 1 minute after or past 7, which is the same thing. Let's review a day. We can see that there are only 12 numbers on the clock, but we know there are 24 hours in a day. Therefore, the hour hand must travel around the clock twice each day. The first time the hour hand goes around, it's AM. The second time the hour hand goes around, it's PM. So the first time the hour hand is at 12, it's midnight. And the second time it's at 12, it's noon. Let's take a look at some other phrases that you'll hear. I've cut this clock into 4s, which is quarters. Again, going back to money, there are 4 quarters in a dollar. Each quarter of an hour has 15 minutes in it. 3 numbers or 3 nickels is 15 minutes. So if someone says quarter after 2, they mean 15 minutes after 2 or 2:15. If someone says half past 3, they mean 3:30. Half an hour is 30 minutes. If someone says it's a quarter till 3, they mean 2:45. Quarter till means quarter before or prior, and a quarter before 3 is 2:45 because it's not 3 yet. Some interesting notes: o'clock just means of the clock. Again, if it's 7 o'clock, that means the shortest hand, the hour hand, is on 7, and the minute hand is on 12, meaning there are no minutes into the next hour. Some clocks and watches, especially those meant for fashion, leave off the second hand and only mark the quarter hour starting at the top, 0, 15, 30, and 45 minutes. Also, some leave off the tiny tick marks in between the numbers. I prefer the clocks with all the markings, but when you encounter these, just use your mind's eye or your imagination to fill them in. This is a basic overview of how to tell time, and I hope relating it to money was helpful. Thank you.